Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the technical trader at thetechtrader.com. Thursday, September the 28th. It was a good day on Wall Street. Markets had a nice, really strong afternoon rally, then pulled back and bounced, but it was net a positive session. Today is Thursday, as we usually do Thursday, the swing trade review, and there's quite a bit of longs and shorts to go over. The ones that are left still active swings are AFRM, which popped up sharply after we put a swing on it, got to the target, backed off. Now it's at support. Next flag could take you to the 28 and 30 range. AMPH tech trader swing short broke down from the bear wedge. We went short. It then came down and from another bear flag. Looks like another leg is coming. 40.41 and 36 are targets. Bnox was one of the quickest swing trades we ever had. It wasn't quite completed today though, because it went from literally when we put it out at 365 after breaking out here, and it literally went up dramatically. That was in the afternoon. Let's give it. You need to see it in the 1 minute chart. Okay, so the stock popped and pulled back. When it pulled back, we put a buy on it around the 315 range, and it went up to 493, almost 5 for about nearly 50% move in a couple hours, less than that. And then you can see the afternoon what it did. So it's still an active swing. If you didn't take the day trade profit, we had a day on it as well. And there's big support right around the 285, 250, 75 zone in that area where it closed overnight. So let's see if that has the ability to bounce. If it does, we might be able to get to our 6 and 7 range for a swing trade. CAMT broke out with a big pop, $4, 6.5%, $750,000, pretty good volume for that stock. And that looks to me like it's headed, and it did hit today's target, by the way, 66.36 at the high. The first target for a swing was 65, so that's been met. The second target is 75. DBSI popped out, DBI popped out, coiled, we put a swing on it. It's been continuing to coil, although it popped a couple times. Today it jumped nearly 5%. Looks like it's coming out of here. If it gets to 13.5, 15, and 16.5 would be your following through targets. Dbrg popped out and pulled back, but today it's spiked. I still like the look of it. It hasn't broken support or trend line. I'm looking for 19 and 22. DXCM on the short side. Hammered from the bear flag. We went short from 115.16. It dropped down to the mid 90s, bounced from the bear wedge, and then got hammered until the last couple of days when it rallied off the bottom of the channel, which at that point at 85, I said, you may want to think about covering. Let's face it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves down. Elliott wave basics. When you hit the bottom of the channel on the 5th wave like we did today intraday and rallied, this also rallied. So this should be covered, or you may want to wait until it gets above 99.5. That's where you're getting more dangerous. Fngr, one of our better swings this year. We had a swing on it from here to there, and from there to there. We have another swing on it. It popped out and ran up to a new high and backed off. I reiterated a swing today after it bounced off the trend line. I think it's going back to 7.5, 8, and maybe 9 or 10. FOUR, tech trader swing short after a long uptrend. It formed a topping pattern and broke down from the big bear flag in. Take a look at this. Easy stop over 61. Under 51, we look for 43. Geo came down from the 12 range to the $7 range based out. Broke out yesterday. Today had a nice bullish inside day. I'm looking for this to extend to 8.5 and 9. GRBK also a tech trader swing short in the building group. Topping pattern, breaks down, snaps back to resistance, fails, comes down, breaks support, and is now forming a 5-day bear flag. I think the building group is not looking good in here. Housing numbers weren't good today, but this was up a fraction. HPK, high peak energy, broke out of inverted head and shoulders, ran up, and now it's flagging a rising flag. 20 and 23.5 for targets. LFMD, really nice breakout of a large multi-month consolidation. A couple of days ago, we put a swing on it. It's extended now up 5 days in a row. First target, about 7, 7.25, and then 9.5, 10. LW, also a tech trader swing short. Came down, had a beautiful looking bear mini wedge, and then a large bear flag, and it's come down hard and hit my target around the 90-91 zone, reaching 90-80 yesterday. Today it popped a little bit. You can stop over 101. Next target down, 85.87. LYTS popped out, we put a swing on it. Ran up to resistance, pulled back on flag, it's going again. Should they get to this double top, this could really run. Would not be shocked to see low 20s on that one. NTNX, one of my favorite stocks. Popped out, pulled back, it's got a wedge for me. It gets through this mini triple top here, over 36.70, 39.40, and 43.4 targets. RIVN broke out, ran up to target number 1 and backed off to retest the trend line and bounced again, double bottom maybe. If it takes out and the target is 24.5, 60, when it takes that out, looking at 27 and 32. RIVN, one of my long-term best picks from last year, is more than doubled. And today reached a new high, but had a massive engulfing reversal bar. Be careful with this one. SPLK, sometimes you get lucky. Broke out, we put a swing on at 115. Takeover happened and the stock got up to 145.6 zone. 30 points. SYM, looks like a topping pattern to me. Left shoulder ahead, maybe a weak right shoulder, but it broke down from a coil. Well, let's call it a bear flag, see it? And they broke down and now it's trying to snap back. Key resistance 36.5. Next target 28, 23. TMDX, tech traded swing short, broke down from the bear flag and broke down again from the mini wedge and then broke down from there, bouncing off support near 53. Resistance 60. You can stop over that and or 68. Downside targets if it cracks 50 and 45. DXT popped out. We put a swing on it. It's backed and filled now for a week. Not sure which direction it takes, but over 80, 81. Looking for 90 and 100. ULBI pop, pull back. We formed a beautiful little flag. We put a swing on it. It broke out. Back and filled, pull back. Net, it's been consolidating for about 5 weeks. Next target is 12. ULTA on the short side, massive rising channel, then it broke down, filled the gap, got the lateral resistance, failed, rolled over. This stock's gone from 555 down to under 400, and it's bounced today, but a weak market could smack this into the mid 300s. WVE, recent tech trader swing. As a matter of fact, I put it on today. This is a pick of the year for me in the 4 3/4 range. It's not a little bit above that. The targets for the rest of the year are 7 and 9. And finally, XPEV with a beautiful base breakout, had a massive 5-wave advance that saw go from 7.5, spike up and reverse at 23.5 for a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves up and an island reversal. Came down to Fib retracement, bounced to resistance and backed off now at the apex of a large wedge. If it breaks out of that, it could be a big number. We'll start to look for 20 and 23.5 and beyond. Let's look at the swings long and short over the last 5 or 6 weeks. These are still in play, and have a great evening, everybody.